Okay, I've gotten short 3,100 shares in anticipation of this area of support breaking on Guild. I know it's going to break. All right, now there's a support of 200 period moving average down there. I'm already bidding around that 200 period moving average. I want Guild to drop into my bids, and my goal is to come completely out of Guild on this initial drop to the downside. I want it to drop deep enough to get me completely out, and boom, we're done. Now, here's what I teach my traders. Every breakdown is comprised of three very important parts. First, there's the initial break, and you definitely want to try to take advantage of that, just as I have on Guild here, all right? But you want to obviously come out on the initial break, because the second and most important part is the reaction back to the upside. And it is that reaction back to the upside that we want to really position big. The initial drop gives you the potential, gives you a sign of what the potential of the secondary downward move is going to be. And you want to come out on that initial drop. On the reaction to the upside, you want to try to get size. So I want to actually get short on the next reaction back to the upside toward the area of support that Guild broke. Now I'm placing orders for sale in advance up there near yesterday's closing price, which is represented by the dashed line. All right, now I'm hoping that Guild pushes high enough to start filling some of those short orders. Come on, push higher, push higher. Now I want to get size here. I want something like 8,000, 10,000, maybe as much as 12,000 shares short. Now, that's going to depend on how far Guild pushes. Now, I'll start at yesterday's closing price. Here we go. I'm starting to get filled. If Guild pushes high enough, I'll keep getting short and more short and more short. So my size is not a predetermined number. It is determined by what the stock does. So I've started at yesterday's closing price. It doesn't look like it wants to get much further than that. I'm short 6,000 shares. I want something like 8, 10, 12,000 shares. All right, I'm 6,800 shares short now. All right, look, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna automatically now start bidding underneath the 200 period moving average here. I'm gonna start right there, and I want Guild to start pushing downward into my pre-placed bids. All right, here we go. I'm starting to get filled a little bit more. And my traders are taught how to do this. We buy and sell in advance of the market about 80 to 85% of the time. This is called the market maker approach to trading, and it comes from my years as a professional NASDAQ market maker. So come on to Papa. I want Guild dropping into my bid zone. I'll make sure I mark that bid zone. Yes, and